Hello, I am Jamila McMallow, mindset coach for women executives and entrepreneurs. And I am here speaking with you this morning about a topic that I have some very strong opinions on. Okay. Now, I want to be clear that I do not follow any of these male guru, relationship gurus. I've just heard about, one here or there when someone has posted a meme or when something has come out about, I think one of them ended up like cheating on his wife. And so the reason why I'm speaking on this is because sometimes there are certain women who will feel like they want to listen to the male perspective on relationships. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because only a man can tell you how a man feels in a relationship. However, it's like these women want a man to tell them what to do or how to be in order to get a man, and then they create this like idea of what a man should be doing and all this and that, really to just kind of create a pipeline of unlimited tail. Okay, because he's presenting himself as the epitome of what that man is supposed to be like. So these guys, they know what they're doing, and I'm not saying that there aren't some out there that are legit, that are sharing real relationship advice that is actually useful, helpful, productive, and that their own relationship reflects the application of said advice. But I just find it so interesting that there are so many women who will line up to listen to these male gurus, or even sometimes female gurus, none of which are in a happy, healthy relationship. If your goal is to be happily married to a good man, then you need to find the woman that is happily married to a good man, figure out what she did, and duplicate that. Okay? Anybody that's just shelling out relationship advice, dating tips, whatever, that's not helpful, because it's basically all you're really focusing on is just checking off boxes. But if you don't actually change who you are being, if you don't actually change your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your patterns, your limiting beliefs around relationships and relationships with men, then all of that advice is just falling on deaf ears. You're going to continue to attract men who speak to your pattern. You're going to continue to attract men who validate your beliefs. And if you believe that you're not good enough, if you believe that you're unworthy, if you believe that you're supposed to struggle and be miserable in relationships with men, then guess what? You're going to always find yourself in relationships with said men, and then call yourself trying to fix them by applying this so-called advice from this guru telling you how he should be acting. And then you going back, well, you need to be doing this and you need to be doing. No. You need to not be dealing with someone who's not husband material if you want to be married. There's one person who has power and control over your choices and your decisions and the relationships you are in as an adult, and that is you. You get to decide who has access to you. You get to decide who gets your phone number. You get to decide who's going to comment on your content on social media, because you can block and delete anybody these days. So you are in control of who you are allowing into your life. And so I want to discourage you from focusing on information that is simply telling you how this other person should be. Information telling you, well, what this man should be doing, X, Y. Listen, all that stuff could be legitimate. Maybe he should be doing all those things, but that ain't got nothing to do with you, because you're not going to get none of that if you don't believe it's true and possible for you. You're not going to get none of that if you are not actually magnetized to attract that type of individual towards you, because that's who you are being. If you don't know who you are when you are at your absolute best, then how are you going to know the qualities and characteristics of the man that would allow you to remain in that state at all times. So you got to get to know you first. You got to get clear on who you are. You got to do some deep healing work. And this ain't no DIY journaling nonsense neither. You need an expert to help you. These patterns and things, they're happening on a subconscious level. Okay? It's not something you're aware of. So I also want to tell you that you're not crazy. I want you to know that you're not alone. You're simply living what you learned, things that you picked up as a little girl that you have continued to allow to play out in your life now as an adult. But now that you are an adult, you have the power and the control to create the shifts and transformation needed to become the best version of yourself and start attracting men from this level. See, you don't need someone to tell you what your man ought to be doing. You need to get clear on who you are and who you desire and need that individual to be for you. It is individual, specific. There are some fundamental basics, yes, like morality, values, belief system, spirituality, providing, those things, right? But compatibility has everything to do with you. And if you ain't clear on you and you're not clear on, what you like, if you're just kind of a chameleon, you get in a relationship and you just kind of conform to whatever the guy likes or whatever, you don't even know what really makes you happy. You don't even know what really lights you up, or you feel like you need to have a man in order to be happy. There's just so many layers of this, and I'm not going to be long-winded today, but I'm just going to tell you, stop looking for men to tell you what you need to do as a woman to woman up. You don't need some man to tell you how to be as a woman. You need to do that introspection yourself. You don't need to find some man and become a chameleon to him. No, you need to get clear on who you are, your needs, your desires, your wants, who you are at your absolute best. And then from a happy, healed, and whole state, then present yourself ready to now attract a happy, healthy relationship with a good man. Am I making sense? Let me know in the comments. Now, I'm not going to respond right now because when I start reading comments, I get distracted and then I start going off on too many trains of thought. So drop them in the comments and I'll respond later. But that is what I had for you today. That's your get real and heal moment for you today, is stop listening to all this. Stop going out and seeking information that just validates what you want to hear. If you want to hear, oh yeah, all men this, or oh yeah, they need to do this, or he needs to be like so and so, listen, he ain't got to do nothing. You the one need to change, so that you stop dealing with toxic men, so that you stop dealing with these jokers who aren't serious about you. If you want to be happily married to a good man, you have to become a woman that understands how to function in a happy, healthy relationship with a good man. You don't just know that. If you've never seen it, if you've never experienced it, then you don't know what to do with it. And if you're a woman watching this who has a good man, please understand that you're going to drive him crazy if you don't do your healing work. Just because he's in your life and he's committed to you doesn't mean that you still don't, that you're not required to still do your work and show up and give 110% to this relationship. You still got to do your work. You still got to do your healing. So that's what I have for you today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Feel free to message me if it's something you want to say privately. And I will look forward to seeing you next time. All right. Y'all take care. Thanks for watching.